Cool. All right, so I'm gonna hold short here for a second. This is a fun little loop around SoCal. 2 untowered and 2 towered, counting, I should say, including John Wayne. So we're gonna go John Wayne out to French Valley up to Flabob, and then from Flabob we're gonna go to El Monte, and then back to John Wayne. I flew to El Monte for the first time a couple weeks ago, so we'll do that flight. But this is kind of challenging airspace, and it's just a fun loop to do. You know, that has a variety of different airspace and different things happening, terrain and everything. So on PilotEdge, it's a lot of fun. Simple enough flight plan. But it's just challenging when you add the ATC stuff in there, which I obviously love. John Wayne Tower, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, holding short 20 right at Kilo, request 20 left departure.
204 Lima Echo, roger. Crossway 20 right at Kilo without delay. Hold short runway 20 left for now. Traffic's on a 3-mile final for the right side.
Crossing 20 right at Kilo without delay, hold short 20 left at Kilo, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. That's a lot of...
Entered runway 20 right, 5,300 feet remaining.
3-mile final. Come on, Goldsy. Tons.
Foxtrot has Echo at Montgomery.
Approaching runway 20 left.
Is that a PilotEdge? Come on, you can break. Is that an actual PilotEdge guy, or is that some rando? Oh yeah, cool. That is somebody. Badass.
204 Lima Echo, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Freaking sweet. All right, let's kill that. Let's go. Lights, camera, action, fuel pump.
Heading 090, baseline 1980.
We're looking good. That's cool. That is actually somebody right there.
1980, descend maintain 5,000.
And there's the traffic. Dude,
Approaching runway 20
now
left.
we're feeling like John Wayne.
Las Vegas Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles.
Entered runway 20 left, 2,500
left
feet.
downwind, quick visual approach, runway 19 right.
Enter left downwind, clear visual 19 right, 1 take electric.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I requested 20 left. Yeah. Okay, good. Speed's live. And we're up. Gear's coming up. Prop is coming back. Ooh, there's that touchy elevator.
For 4 Lima Echo, radar contact, the altitude.
Climbing through 300, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
4 Lima Echo, roger, connect to SoCal departure.
SoCal departure, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Yeah, and like on PilotEdge, it's not busy enough to give you the small runway. That looks so real. So I request what would actually be given.
Connect Las Vegas Tower 118.75.
And I mean, you can request whatever runway you want. SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 1,100 climbing restricted.
204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach. Good evening, John Wayne altimeter 298.
908 204 Lima Echo.
Las Vegas Tower, control plan here, November 501, Tango X-ray, entering a left.
Yeah, let's go into the settings and kill this elevator sensitivity.
501 Tango X-ray, no, 19 right. Runway 19 right, clear to land.
19 right, clear to land, thank you, 1 Tango X-ray.
48 Foxtrot, fly heading 090.
Like, that's way too sensitive.
Set up Monica ground, arrow 282.
Oh, that looks freaking gorgeous.
Bravo 2, ready for taxi.
282 November Delta, Santa Monica ground, runway 21 taxi via Bravo.
Yeah, and like, I only remember it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, probably right, set 154.
Flexia 154, runway 20.
I only, like, I think about it and like, oh yeah, I gotta change that, and then I don't touch it. I forget about it.
Bravo, and then this frequency is
I deal with it for that flight, and then I stop. So we'll do a full stop at French Valley and change this because that's crazy. SoCal Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. I just want to confirm if you want to still at 3,000 restricted.
I'll have it for you in just a moment. FlexJet 154, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
20 right, clear for takeoff.
Okay. So we'll stop the climb.
4 Lima Echo, you can cancel the altitude restriction, resume on navigation.
ONAV and altitude, Bonanza 4 Lima Echo. Okay, cool. Literally the last time I did this flight, it was so busy that I didn't get the restriction lifted until way the hell up here. Like I had to basically like butt in on frequency because I was gonna run into mountains. Just like okay. Like I was patient and kept it at 3,000, but no can do from here. And sometimes you just gotta speak up.
Tower, 282 November Delta, holding short 21, ready for departure.
282 November Delta, Santa Monica Tower, runway 21 clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 21, 282 November Delta.
FlexJet 154, contact.
God, that looks so cool.
Or SoCal FlexJet 154. SoCal departure, FlexJet 154.
Yeah, I'm gonna really like updating this
FlexJet 154,
elevator.
departure, contact.
I remember that from the last time I flew this, and I just never obviously updated it. I mean, I'm barely putting any inputs in on the elevator, and it's just like
vroom, 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 vroom.
Right, 170, PSA 1980.
So off of the El Toro departure, which is what the 080 departure, where's the AP in this? Let's go. Off of, so you take off. The heading you get is 080. That heading is essentially directly to French Valley. So you just you depart 080 and you're on that heading until, I mean, just straight to French Valley. Very convenient. And I don't know if that was on purpose in any way. Probably Flying Monkey, I'm assuming probably
PSA
not.
1980, Center maintain 4000.
Maintain 4000, PSA 1980.
Okay, 148 Foxtrot, turn right heading 180.
The 080 happening to be direct to French Valley on the El Toro. Probably just coincidence. And almost certainly just a coincidence now that I think about it, because it splits the inbound traffic and the signal peak people coming in.
PSA 1980, turn right heading 240, intercept the localizer.
Right, 240, intercept localizer, PSA 1980.
Appearing on a plane, but the floodlight rotary dial isn't on for some reason, so it's hard to see at night. That's annoying.
4000 still established, cleared localizer 27 approach, PSA 1980.
Not my prettiest vector, but it'll work. Which is beautiful. 1 Tango X-Ray Sierra Hotel to the ramp, monitor ground point, 9er pass for the I-5.
It's a pretty fun plane. If I can get that elevator dialed in, that would be great.
Foxtrot, turn right heading 250.
Right 250, Sirius 45.
22.
Right Fox, should make it easier on you and able to proceed directly.
34,
Runway 28 right over.
5?
Direct density cleared.
35.4, 34.5.
Sirius 40 Foxtrot.
Might get dumped before that switch over. Let's see. That's so good. Come on, that looks so good. This is the part that I just can't get enough of about this sim, is that it looks freaking identical to the real life stuff. Like, this is exactly what it freaking looks like to do this flight. I know that's very simple of me. Could fly anything, but it's so much fun to do, to recreate these flights.
And, 48 Foxtrot, I apologize. Did I get cleared for the RNAV 28 right?
48 Foxtrot, 8 firm, clear for deeper.
Roger, cleared 28 right, Sirius 40 Foxtrot.
Runway clearance, good evening, Sun Devil 2. Picking up our clearance over to Flagstaff time.
Sun Devil 2, gentlemen, clearance clear to the Flagstaff Airport. Pigeon 3 departure, AV transitions filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain 5,000.
I knew it.
128.1, squawk 2015.
I know that voice.
Sun Devil 2, we are headed to Flagstaff tonight on the Pigeon 3. And then on every transition, we'll climb via 6, have maintained 5,000, departure 128.1, 2015 for the squawk.
Sun Devil 2, your reback is correct, and I make an amendment to that. We changed the altitude to climb via SID, and the rest of the clearance is changed.
Alright, so just maintain by the SID and the rest won't change. Thanks for Sun Devil 2.
Rebacker. Flexia 154, connect SoCal approach, 119.6.
119.6, what's up, 114, how'd it go?
32 November Delta, clear direct Canog.
Okay, direct Canog, 2 November Delta.
PSA 1980, connect Leopard Tower 118.3. 183. 8148 Foxtrot, connect Montgomery Tower 125.7.
Over to Montgomery, 125.7, Sirius 40 Foxtrot.
204 Lima Echo, connect SoCal approach 135.4.
35.4 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
PSA 1980, localizer 27. PSA 1980, Leopard Tower, good evening, wind variable at 3, runway 27, cleared land.
27 cleared land, PSA 1980. Montgomery Tower, Sirius 48 Foxtrot, established on the RNAV 28 right.
E148 Foxtrot, Montgomery Tower, runway 28 right, cleared land.
Cleared land, runway 28 right, Sirius 48 Foxtrot.
SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 5,500.
204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, good evening, March, altimeter 2996.
96 for Lima Echo.
Walker 563, connect Oakland Center 127.45. 282 November Delta, connect SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Okay, yeah, let's go. Back to the Kitchens 86P. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
approach, Arrow 282, November Delta, direct Canuck, 4000.
So 282 November Delta, SoCal approach, good evening, weight and altimeter 200 NRE.
298 to November Delta, working on the 80s.
Roger, once you have that, let me know and say approach request, no rush.
To November Delta, I'd like to request the RNAT.
All right, we gotta hustle down now. What's up, Shaq?
For 2 November Delta, Roger, cross Canog at 4000, cleared VOR Alpha approach.
Cross Canog at 4000, cleared VOR Alpha approach to November Delta.
I was monkeying with some setting,
Circle for runway 12.
and
Roger.
we're gonna have to fly down.
Flexjet 154, SoCal, you up?
Hey, Prime, sorry, we have the wrong point
You
in
up?
our
You
flight.
out?
We are direct Cardi, Flexjet 154.
310 been pretty fun.
You can go to Mission Bay now, say approach request.
Correct Mission Bay, and we have been pushing Romeo, and we can see the Wolf Glider 2000.
Flexjet 154, expect that descent on maintain 6,000.
Which did you get the
Down at 6,000, Flexjet 154.
honeycomb? SoCal approach Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. We've got French Valley in sight.
4 Lima Echo, Roger. I have no traffic observed between you and the field radar service is terminated squawk via for exchange group.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, Bill. I'll be out of here in about 5 minutes.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
All right. Let's go. So there we go. La da 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 da. French Valley traffic. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. 5 miles to the west. Crossing over midfield, entering left downwind 18 French Valley. Was recommending your Discord and Twitch to So Curious Simmers in the Microsoft Discord today. I hope you get some new subs. Nice, man. Yeah. Thanks, Shaq. Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. I hope we get some new members as well. This is how I got the Alpha and Bravo for $450 on Black Friday. Can't argue with that. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's better than $500 worth of hard drives that I spent yesterday at Micro Center. Ugh. Much more fun way to spend some money. Working. Let's figure that out. Okay, so our little... Actually, no, this is going to work out fine-ish.
Cleared for the option.
Dave, if Dave's listening to this right now and just heard his voice, it's like, what the hell? French Valley traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, crossing over midfield, entering left downwind 18 French Valley. So we're going to do what we should here, and make sure the lights are on. That looks good. Gears coming down. Bing. And don't want to get too slow because I am going to be in danger of over correcting on the elevator because of the sensitivity. Oh, Pilot Wiley, thank you very much, sir. I knew instantly. I had to check. I wasn't 100% sure. I had to check the map, but I'm a big fan of yours too. Trim, 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 trim. I went. Was it? Maybe it was. I think it was last week. It was a week ago that I was here, and God, it's always an adventure coming in here because of the just the type of
500.
planes that come in here. But it was actually
Sync rate.
it was
Sync
pretty
rate.
nice. Like, we had some good communication and helped each other out. There was a guy on like a 3-mile final, and I kept it really, really tight for him and made it work out beautifully. It's really nice when that works. Yeah, see, it's just like, it's so freaking touchy. Like a glove. So sensitive. Oh, yeah, shit. Probably should think about exiting the runway. French flight traffic, Bonanza, clear of 18, taxi back, French flight. I could not possibly care any less about the center line. I actually couldn't care less about how well I land because it's so ridiculous. It's like not even. It is nice. It is nice when you have a nice landing in this, but my God, so impossible. PW, what's happening? So we're gonna go to the run-up area and see if I can somewhat fix the elevator issue here. Yeah. I know, I haven't tried setting up anything. I haven't touched it. Which is kind of how I like to fly in the simulator. If it's just across the board, simple, like I don't want to go in and tune. You know, it's like playing the guitar. Like I started playing the guitar again for the first time in a while, and whenever there's a song that's like, you know, it's like a low D tuning, I'm like, I don't want to tune the guitar. Like I want to tune it once and then play a bunch of freaking songs. If there's a song where you need, you know, the low E to be a D or whatever, you know, crazy tuning you need, I am not interested in that at all. Just leave me alone. If I want to fly the V-tail, I want it to be exactly the same as the Arrow or whatever. All right, so let's go check it out. Because it's essentially unflyable in that. Like, that is not fun at all. So let's go flight yoke here. Okay, and let's go flight control surfaces, primary control surfaces. There's a different place for this, isn't there? This is just the actual thing. There's a sensitivity. If I'm not mistaken, sensitivity. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There it is. Where are we at? Okay. So I'm gonna go. What's the difference between plus and minus? So let's go to 50, kill it by half. I feel like it's going to need more than that. Let's go 60%. 60% seems like it might work. Apply and save. Back. Not that this is any indicator, but yeah, I mean, it ramps up pretty good. All right. Going to Flabob. Going to Flabob. 22.8 again on this one. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see. I was gonna do. Let's go to. Pretty simple flight, but lot of fun. I like that flight a lot. Partially because it's pretty simple. Let's see. Let's go to. I just want to hear this one more time. Found it.
Whoa! Found it! Hello. Found the ground.
Oh my god. this not working here? Yeah, the best part about that is it was my very first flight with Brad. Asking for load. Oh man, I'm trying to get this integration thing to work and it is not doing it. Let's see. Let's do it. Why that's not working? It's very annoying. Found it. On the ground. Okay, so that's working. All right, so we're gonna get flight following to Flabob because airspace. We're gonna do that with probably March. I am thinking. And let's see here. And that is
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Buddy. That's with 33. I hate going March approach, but I think that's going to be the best option there. That's 33.5.
Watch the birdie.
33.5. What's up, Iowa? Happy trash day, man. Happy trash day. Okay, cleared. Cleared. Cleared, cleared, cleared. It's Joshua's birthday. What are the odds of that? I love it. That is great. Joshua, happy birthday, dude.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
What are we doing? What are we talking about here? 365. Fair enough. French flight traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo departing runway 18.
Approaching
to
runway
the
18.
north. French Valley.
Hey,
Entered runway 18. 5,900 feet remaining.
Marshall, 10 gift subs, dude. Sasquane, Crunch, Sodius, Cole. We're doing this on the roll here. Wings of Gaben, Max, Grand for the Geek, Kayla May, Moose Geek.
Hey, bird. Whoa,
Welcome everybody. Marshall, thanks so much, man. That is super cool. A little squirrely. Positive rate, gear up,
hey,
prop back.
Bird. Whoa, buddy.
And we're gonna power on stall. There you go. There we
Hey, bird.
go.
Whoa,
Sterile cockpit except for subs, exactly. That's awesome. What's up, Cold Nemo? Nebo. I said Nemo. I meant Nebo.
Hey, bird. Whoa,
Cold
buddy.
Nebo is what I meant. All right, here we go. Go. Typical takeoff out of French Valley.
Hey,
Yep.
bird. Whoa,
French Valley traffic,
buddy.
Bonanza, 4 Lima Echo, turning right crosswind, departing to the north. Last call, French Valley.
Taxi Alpha, remain this frequency to the November Delta.
Hey, bird. Whoa,
Buddy. Might need to wait for the buddies to stop so I can hear the squawk code.
Hey, bird.
Whoa, buddy. That is Brad and me almost hitting a bird. March approach, good evening, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 3,000, 5 miles west of French Valley. Flight following to Flabob, 3,000.
No, I don't think so.
Please?
122, connect departure. Over departure, I say no.
It's you guys again.
Perfect.
204 Echo, if you insist, squawk 3251, ident. You're gonna owe me a beer though.
3251 beer inbound, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. A little bit high there.
Departure, good evening. Sun Double 2, 2100, Quincy descent. Sun Double 2, SoCal radar contact.
Slideshow.
204 Lima radar contact, 13 miles south of Homeland, the March altimeter 29er. Maintain VFR and you're sitting going to Flabob?
Affirmative Flabob, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
Roger.
0.5 frames per second? Jesus. What are we loading in here, folks? Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Let's get the altitude back. We'll let the altitude creep. So it's definitely, the elevator is definitely better. But it's still very sensitive. So sensitive. Oh, it's you guys again. That is so good. That was so good. In the, like, that made me so happy in the moment.
Shell 154, deck marking via Charlie and monitor ground, we'll see you.
Over Charlie, monitor ground, fluctuate, one forward, have a good one.
Get it down, get it down.
Sun Double 2, connect Los Angeles Center, 125.27. 25.27, Sun Double 2.
There we go. Okay. Okay. And Cold Nebo, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that, man. Happy trash day.
Los Angeles Center, climb maintain level 230.
Dude, in this thing, what the hell are we doing over the ground? Doing 175 over the ground. Giddy up! This is going to be a quickie. This is going to be a really quick play. That is a really pretty scene, isn't it? It's a little bit better with the sun behind it. That looks friggin' awesome. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. I am absolutely imagining doing 175 all the way to the bay. Not a bad setup, Pilot Wiley. Would you agree? $175 up to Buchanan. I'll remember that one of these days. 175 all the way up to Buchanan. Not bad. So let's get prepared for this. I think this will keep us out of March airspace, actually. Is that a ground? Yeah, that is. Yeah, this will keep us out. It'll keep us out of here. So the problem with this area right here, like this, it seems like this would be a no-brainer. You stay out of March's airspace. Obviously, we're on flight following, so it doesn't really matter. March can get kind of grumpy from time to time, but Lake Elsinore has a jump zone there, so sometimes there's skydiving right where I flew, and this flight path isn't as possible. You can kind of be east of the 15 over Canyon Lake here, but then you're up against the Class Charlie if they ask you to stay clear of it, which they might not, but you're also got some terrain right there, which doesn't leave you a lot of room. So it's a little bit of a deceivingly tight squeeze. Maybe move that up.
Sun 2 Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 410. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
35.4 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. SoCal approach, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 3000.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, the Riverside altimeter 2999.
2999, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Yeah, you can kind of follow the 15. Yeah, I mean, just to keep you out of the way of the jump zone. 15 or just east of the 15, like just east of the 15. Alright, let's see how this updated elevator sensitivity affects our landing into Flabob. Flabob. Okay. Alright, so we're pointed right at it. You can see Mount Rubidoux over there. And 22.8, I think. Again. 22.8. Closed by NOTAM at night. Great. And remind me again the pattern altitude of our dear friend Flabob. 1500. Okay. It's not 1,000. No, this one is not 1,000. It is not 1,000. And let's see here. Coming up on... SoCal approach, Bonanza 4 lane back. Are we okay on this heading for crossing Riverside?
Well, I'll tell you what, Bonanza 4 lane Echo, contact Riverside Tower 121.0. They'd love to talk to you.
21-0, Bonanza 4 lane Echo. That's how they usually would do this transition too, is through the through tower. Riverside Tower, good evening. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 3000, just approaching the 91 freeway, transitioning to Flabob.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, Riverside Tower, report overhead or beam the field, the Riverside altimeter 29999.
Oh, you beam the field, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
Skyhawk 415 Charlie Alpha.
I'm new to Simbri. If anyone know how to find the airframe for the Seneca fiber, do you have to create your own? That is a good question. No idea. I don't use SimBrief. I used it like really early on when I first started using flight simulators.
Charlie Alpha, Los Angeles, Tennessee, Daga, altimeter 3001.
Yeah, do not use that. Riverside Tower, Bonanza 4 lane Echo, just crossing a beam the field.
Bonanza 4 lane Echo, frequency change is approved.
We'll talk to you soon. 4 lane Echo. Flabob traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, descending through 2000, entering left downwind, runway 24 Flabob. No, it's NOTAM closed at night. Oh, did I get wonky there? I did. Overcorrected. Okay, lights are coming on. That's all good. Hi.
500.
Hi, Mountain. That's so ridiculous, that airport, man. Okay, so it's all this is much better on the elevator control. I'm gonna nope, I'm gonna underdo it. There, that's glad I checked. Flabob, traffic, Bonanza, 4 lane Echo, short final, 24, full stop, Flabob. That is just sheer luck. Like, just when you're not, you know, track IR, VR, whatever. Like, it's so easy to like overfly that. It's crazy. Oh, did they eliminate the jumps here? Oh, sweet, the runway's fixed. That's great. So we'll do that. That's how that will go. There you go. Yeah, that was a much better landing. I wasn't fighting the elevator. Yeah, this runway, if you don't remember, this runway, it was like stepped, so you'd have to take off at a certain point, otherwise you would just go like, it was like totally insane. As if this needed any more of a challenge. Oh yeah, let's get a jet in here. So fly the pattern altitude and it will work out well. Flavio used to advise flying right at the cross on top of Mount Rubido until you feel the irresistible urge to cross yourself and then turn base. And there you are. That is absolutely, that is just dead on. Oh my god, that's really good. That is dead on. Yeah, it is, it's wild, man. It really is sketchy flying in there. Yeah, like it depends on the plane, but yeah, it depends on what plane you're in, but you get so uncomfortably close, and god, it's just like it's pretty cool. It's one of the reasons why I love coming to this airport. It's a very short but challenging airport, and that mountain is, god, it's sketchy. Like the low pattern, the altitude, the mountain right there. Yeah, we can toss up the video here that Mr. Cole Nebo is referring to, because it is pretty insane. Let's see here. Let's go to
Oh, look at that brand new runway.
okay, let's check it out. This was right when they resurfaced it.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Kelvin, welcome.
Okay, I don't see that.
Traffic Cherokee 90160.
Yeah, this is the Carenado V35. It is very beautiful.
About 4 miles, approaching 45 into the downwind for left downwind 18.
Standing here, traffic is just now, jumpers away 12,500 below. Remain north of 10, west of 2 at all times, thanks.
So there's the mountain in real life.
Flabob traffic, Cherokee is midfield left downwind 24, Flabob.
See if you get a real sense for how close we end up getting here.
Okay, we're clear there.
Actually, I'm gonna take this opportunity to go to bio break and refill.
Flabob traffic, Cherokee turning left base 24, Flabob. How weird is that?
Yeah. Valley traffic, Cherokee 90160, about 3 miles away on entering the 45 for the left downwind for
Flabob traffic, Cherokee on final 24, full stop, Flabob.
Standing here, traffic jump 2 to 73, 8,500, about 2 miles southwest of field. Your traffic canopies are below 6,000 band.
It's a bonus flap in there. Wow, that's so nice looking. Any day now, buddy.
No.
Jeez, that was like just float-tastic. Dude, why did that float so much? I tried to come in
a little bit steeper here just because you have those power lines and the trees and the houses and all that crap.
Yeah.
So it's like a little bit steeper approach, but I thought I was at a good enough speed to slow that down in time, but that would be nice to actually be able to stop and get out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that surface is really great. Well, this is one of the airport cafes that it's so nice because it is just right off of the airport. There's no taxi. I mean, we're taxiing back. We go restaurant or runway. I was like, oh, let's go restaurant, and then just turn.
I love that you can just, like, it's so fun. I love this restaurant.
Hey, let's go get some lunch and have a good time.
Yeah, it was pretty warm. No, it's just the speed. So the
All right, so you just pull off the taxiway and
yeah, great.
Enough speed in there.
Cherokee 901.
Yeah, so when you're turning final here,
Right.
it is, well, okay. I'm gonna hang on. I need to, like, this, that, like, constant humming. It's going crazy.
Flabob traffic, Cherokee, turning left.
It's something that I kind of I did this at Catalina recently as well, where when you have like an airport like John Wayne, where you've got a bunch of hazards, you have traffic, you have terrain, like, I mean, just all kinds of hazards of all types. You have a healthy respect for avoiding those hazards, and one of them is a no, it's not Saddleback. That's Mount Rubidoux. Is not being too low and being able to manage the energy appropriately to have enough, you know, like, so this is going to sound dramatic, but have enough to stop with your given runway, but also not come up short. I don't want to come up short. John Wayne has a lot of hazards that cause longer landings, steeper approaches, longer landings because of jet blast if there's somebody holding in between the runways. So I've kind of used to that high angle or you know, high glide slope and managing the energy coming into the runway. So when I go to an airport that has a
Flabob.
you know, a lots of hazards leading up to short final, I tend to be comfortable letting it sit a little bit higher. The trade-off of that is that I will sometimes carry excess energy. So, you know, slipping it and getting the plane, you know, like hitting a little bonus flaps, whatever, maybe, like, you can see how, look at, like, there's power lines, there's all kinds of stuff where you don't want to end up short here.
It's a bonus flap in there.
Yeah, bonus flap. So I know I have enough runway, and did you have a good sight picture the first time, or did this take some practice? Yeah, it's like it's any other runway, you know, like, I am close, right? Like, I have too much energy here, but I'm not, like, I'm just holding it off. Like, it's gonna stop flying at
Hey now, buddy.
50 knots, you know, and by the time it touches down,
Jeez,
like,
that was like just float-tastic.
you know, like, I'm still able to make the taxiway, you know, and that's kind of one thing where I will take a float like that. It's not, you know, and kind of let it hold off, and then when it stops flying, it, you know, you can pretty much slow down and take off. So I have always just kind of skewed towards that. Like, I'm happy being a little bit higher and managing the energy and then holding it off in circumstances where there are hazards. And this is an airport where it is a hazardous airport in my book. Catalina, John Wayne, Flabob, Fallbrook, Big Bear. Have a great night, Joshua. Happy birthday, if it is your birthday. All of those airports, you know, like I will carry a little bit extra. El Monte is another example. Yeah, this is non-standard. Yeah, this is a good example of an airport where you don't want to just add. Oh, it's awesome, man! 37 in a row. I love it. When I lived in Irvine, there were several landings in the 405. Yeah, that's not where you want to land. Yeah, you definitely would be. Yeah, because you'd have a lot more. You'd have to extend more, and it just wouldn't fit with that mountain right there. But yeah, so that's kind of just like energy management, knowing your plane, knowing where you want to be and how to get there, blah blah blah. Great. I do like going over that stuff. Yeah, Cold Nebo, freaking awesome questions, because that it is knowing, being comfortable around terrain and obstacles is a good skill to have. You don't want to abuse it, but having learned at John Wayne, where I'm used to buildings and, you know, those offsets where I've got hangars and jets and all kinds of stuff really close, that enables me to get really close to that mountain before turning. So having that practice, having that, you know, like if you were, I said this to Brad when we were in the pattern last week, and I was like, how many Midwest pilots would be freaked out right now? You know, when we were like pretty close to these buildings in the pattern. He goes, all of them. He goes, it would be freaking terrifying to the majority of people, and it's just from not having experience with being that close to terrain. Like, it's not good. It's not like a positive thing, you know, like you want to brag about, like, I fly close to buildings and mountains and stuff. Yeah, and Alaska is a good point. Like, when you're in places where you don't have the option to not be close to terrain, there's no choice to John Wayne. That makes you fly differently, and you know, that gives you that skill where if you need it, like a place at Flabob where you have a literal mount, like you're flying towards a mountain, hill, whatever, in the downwind at like if you kept going on the down, if your downwind is too far, you will run into rock. That's how ridiculous that obstacle is. And if you're not comfortable with that, it will be really, really tough to fly into this place. And it is challenging for people. Flabob traffic, Bonanza 204, Lima Echo, departing runway 24 to the southwest, Flabob. At least there's already across the that's dark. That is dark. Approved. The energy management is key. I remember another YouTuber that was upset IRL about getting too busy traffic because it ruined his perfect pattern practice, but I think it's actually better to get... Yeah, you cannot get a perfect pattern at John Wayne, so you have to be very creative sometimes.
Approaching runway 24.
So what I would normally do here is actually call Riverside Tower on the ground and get the transition approved on the ground at Flabob. They'll often give me flight following from the ground, which is really, really nice. And, you know, I'll contact him on, you know, after departure. So we'll do this pretty quick. It won't be the most realistic manner, but pretty close. Flabob traffic, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, left crosswind, last call Flabob. No, just the tower. Riverside Tower, good evening, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, climbing through 1,100 just off of Flabob, request transition to the southwest.
204 Lima Echo, Riverside Tower, class southwest transitions approved, Riverside altimeter 29er, and can I get you to squawk VFR, please?
Yeah, squawking VFR, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Bing, 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 bing. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so Delta transition approved. So we'll climb through that. We'll get up and out of his airspace, which is 2,700 feet. So we'll go up to 3,000 and then get flight following. Yeah, so there's Riverside. The Riverside Riverside Tower, like the Riverside guys are really super nice. Like they've been, every time I've had to transition there or fly there or whatever, it can get pretty busy like it does anywhere in SoCal, but yeah, they're very helpful with that Flabob traffic, which is super cool.
We're flying with a special weather.
How close in the pattern can you get to another plane? Don't touch that.
Maintain 5,238.
Maintain visual separation. Yeah, this is a very interesting area from an air traffic perspective and a VFR flying perspective. There's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of coordination that happens, and it's really nice when you are comfortable talking to ATC, which we obviously talk about a ton, and it might go without saying, but it like stuff like that becomes very easy if you kind of know like a few tricks where you can call on the ground, call Riverside on the ground, and get flight following set up right away. It makes it way easier than trying to fumble with that through the, you know, in the air and calling cold. You know, if you're not monitoring or having set that up ahead of time, you could be turning into their Delta when they're really busy, and now you're going to be busting their airspace. Let's go. SoCal approach, good evening, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 3 miles to the southeast of Paradise VOR, flight following to El Monte at 3,000.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, squawk 5027, IDOT.
5027, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, radar contact, position as reported, the Ontario altimeter 2998.
908, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Position as reported. Position as reported. Good job, don't. Good job, don't. Alright, now maneuver however we want. We're going to go straight to... kind of do that. It's pretty funny. So much of the flying that I do on flight
Destination
following.
ATIS is 126.0.
No, it's not. A lot of the flying that I do is obviously on flight following, and kind of just everything around here is just at 3,000 feet. Just 3,000 feet, 3,000 feet, like just the absolute maximum where it doesn't matter. 1875. 18.
At 3. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 14. Dew point 8. Altimeter 299er. Arriving and departing runway 19er. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information back.
Quebec. Does it do that? Does a real plane do that? Very interesting. Good job, Caronado. They really? I did not know that. Did you know that, Ed? No, sir. Apparently it's just aerodynamics being finicky. Oh, this is great. I would love the Just Flight Warrior, pretty comparable. Oh, I love it. The only points I noticed are trim. The real aircraft is not so finicky, and it cannot power on stall in the sim. Everyone has elevated authority. Yeah, the stall characteristics I don't really pay much attention to in the sim. Flight characteristics are never accurate. Exactly, Cold Nevo. We are going to fly directly over a really great Chinese restaurant that I went to last week for lunch. Dim sum. It's part of the pattern. All right.
238, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
Fox Die, Marshall, have a great one, man.
1354.
Squawk VFR, friction change approved. See ya.
Right turn, contact ground.
Right turn, contact ground.
God damn it. Oh, it's so good. I freaking love that. Yeah, see if I can spot this dim sum place. Oh, so good.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk November 80238.
It's called Happy
Skyhawk 8028, SoCal
something
approach.
off of
advise you weather
Nogales.
for bracket, say approach request.
We'll pick up the bracket, weather, and we'd like to, we're requesting ILS runway 26 left, 238.
You got to do it, Cole Nebo.
Skyhawk 8023, Roger. Looks like you missed the turn.
Gotta kind of ease into it, you know. You gotta get a little.
Victor 3.
You know, you can't just go straight into it.
Actually,
Or
my bad. I
counterpoint.
put in, Paradise at my
Just go
initial
straight
approach
into
phase,
it.
But, yeah,
And
that's right.
just yell.
Maybe I needed to go actually
So?
363. You want me? Would you like me to turn around to join the Victor 363?
823, yeah, perfect. Your clearance was Seal Beach Victor 8, Pox 2 Victor 363 to Pomona. Just because you wanted Paradise to fly the ILS from, you still have to fly your filed route and the cleared route.
What's up, Firebird?
I tell you something else. I can get you a vector though for Paradise 80238. Turn left.
Shit, I can't. How do you spell Fox Q?
Alright, we make a left-hand 340 for Victor to Paradise. Thank you, and sorry about that.
Number 204 Lima Echo, contact on Monte Tower 121.2, and your radar services are terminated.
21.2 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Thanks. Oh, there. Okay.
8023 heading 040, please. 040. You're turning too far left now.
040, 238.
Is it gonna do it? The hell?
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Squally Chumboob. That's not concerning. Oh boy. Monte Tower. There we go. There it is. Monte Tower Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 5 miles to the east. Information Quebec. Full stop. Taxi back.
Bonanza 204 Lima Monte Tower. Enter left downwind runway 19er. Report midfield.
Left downwind 19er. Call you midfield. Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Pox Q. That is the Camarillo controller. There is nobody happier to be alive and be an air traffic controller than that lady. Oh my god. So funny. Drive-in movie theater. Just wondering what that was. Yeah, Firebird, good seeing you as well, man.
Roger.
Can't wait to get you into this fucking
8023 Paradise.
Don't let it happen, Griller. Be better than that. You can do it.
26 left approach. 238.
Monte Tower Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, midfield left downwind 19er.
Bonanza 204 Lima runway 19er, clear for the option.
Cleared option 19er Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, and we will take a straight out departure to the south as well.
Are you going to do a touch and go, or are you going to do a full stop taxi back?
Yeah, we'll do a touch and go on this one, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
From that go on to go, make a straight out departure, and do you want to keep the radar services somewhere? I got the squawk in there still for you.
Yeah, we can retain the squawk and get flight following to John Wayne at 3000 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
You got it.
Love it. Super, super duper high. So probably, I'm guessing, don't slip a V-tail. It's my guess. I'm just gonna guess that you probably know.
Sync rate Sync
Probably
rate.
don't want to do that. There's enough drag, you don't need to.
500.
Keeping the code.
Short final runway 19.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing will drop like a brick. That is uncomfortably slow. Did they fix this runway? Let's not hang around to find out.
November 204 Liam Echo. Contact SoCal departure 135.4.
35.4 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Poxku? Yeah, I know, it just like flips your shit. SoCal approach, good evening, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, 1,100 climbing 3,000.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, no departure, radar contact, maintain VFR.
VFR 204 Lima Echo. Yeah, Griller, don't let it happen, man. Don't be jaded. Fatson Flyer didn't let it happen. Fatson Flyer, how many hours would you estimate you've been controlling in total? I mean, it's gotta be like measured in years.
Caution. TFR ahead.
Got it. Don't need your help on the TFR situation. I was told by SoCal, the hell was that? A couple weeks ago. Going over a Disney, leaving John Wayne, going over the Disney TFR, which no one gives a fuck about. They told me 3,100 for the TFR. Whatever, dude. Like, whatever. Mr. Squirrel 1. It has been, man. Happy Tuesday. Happy trash day. How have you been, man? All right, hey, I haven't done the Discord plug. If you're new here or not in the Discord, give that link a shot. Best Discord on the planet. Would love to see that community continue to grow. So if you are new here or are just not in the Discord yet, now would be a great time. It's really easy to bounce out if you're not into it, but would definitely love to see continue to grow. Give it a shot. If it's not for you, no big deal. You can leave very easily. But who here has not flown in real life? Oh, nice. Okay, Serious John. I like it. That's awesome. That's awesome, John. What is up? I was gonna say, who this is like a great example. So Cirrus John is, well, yeah, okay, never have IRL, just do it. That's been the best part about the Discord, is watching people come to a flight sim stream.
204 Lima Echo, contact SoCal approach, 128.1.
28.1 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. To see people coming to a flight sim stream, and hang on 1 second, time out. I gotta like aviate real quick.
Toro right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and in-flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra.
SoCal approach, good evening, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, information Sierra at John Wayne.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 2999. Thank you for Sierra.
You're welcome. The best thing about the Discord and this stream and all this stuff is seeing people come to a flight sim stream on Twitch and then end up flying in real life. To me, that is the coolest thing that I've ever been a part of. To see that and to see the interest, and I've never thought about it. Kayla May, there's a million reasons to why you can't do it or couldn't do it. Cost, time, medical stuff, family, just a million reasons to not do it. Barring a lot of those things, it is, and even with those things, like, you can still do it. It's not
Caution, inside TFR.
the most, it's not prohibitively expensive to do it even just a couple of times. You can call a flight school and get a flight and go fly an airplane. So Kayla May, don't know your situation, but if you wanted to,
204 Lima Echo, contact John Wayne Tower, 126.8.
26.8 Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. But yeah, so it is pretty straightforward thing to do, and it is unbelievably fulfilling to be able to kind of point people in the right direction, or get them excited, or get them to recognize or understand how accessible it actually can be. You can go do it, and literally anybody can go fly an airplane. Can you get your license? That's going to have all those factors involved, but you can go fly an airplane and have just the most unbelievable time doing that with really minimal effort or roadblocks. John Wayne Tower, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, information Quebec, just over the 522 interchange inbound, like request overhead brake 20 right.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo, John Wayne Tower, report initial for runway 20 right.
Report initial 20 right, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Oh man, if we got this in real life, be beautiful. 5522 interchange right there. Working on commercial now, dude. That's awesome, John. That is super awesome.
Hey, bird. Whoa, buddy.
Bill 4LE, what's going on? Long time no see. Or ocean for that matter. Sorry for the bad humor.
That's awesome, dude. Cap Ab, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Ablars, thanks so much, man. 29 months. I know it's been way too long. Let's see. If I started pursuing my PPL after 1 hour discovery flight, how quickly could I reasonably get it? That is completely up to you, man. It could take you 6 months. It could take you a year. It could take you 2 years. It honestly doesn't matter. as long as you enjoy flying and you get an instructor that you like. You know, I had so much fun with my initial instructor, Tony. I was just messaging him today. I flew with him for my first 15 hours. He was responsible for me soloing in 5 and cross-country soloing to Camarillo in 11. Just was talking with him today. Obviously had a great time. All right, John, have a great one, man. Obviously had a great time flying with Brad. Just fly, and if you when you get there, you get there. Like, it's just so much fun. Johnny Tower Bonanza 204 Lima Echo 1 mile initial 20 right.
Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
Short final runway 20 right.
Turn, report break.
Midfield break, right turns, port break, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. Yes, dude. Oh, this is my favorite. I freaking love doing this. Okay. In the break in 3, 2, 1. Johnny Tower, Bonanza 4 Lima Echo is in the break.
Bonanza 4 Lima Echo, wind 103, runway 20 right, go land.
Clear to land 20 right, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo.
Caution, TFR ahead.
See, I know the sight picture out the window here, so I don't have to look at this. I know I'm not going to overshoot this one.
500. Sync rate.
Number 80238, contact tower, 118.2.
Contact bracket tower, 238.
I am thinking the weekend before Christmas for the fly-in.
Bracket tower, Skullhawk November 80238, inbound, ILS 26 left.
I have to confirm which day.
Bonanza 80238, bracket tower, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Runway 26 left, clear to land. November 238.
This sounds like I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Bonanza 20 Mexico, taxi to parking via Bravo and monitor ground. Bye-bye.
Parking via Bravo, monitor ground, Bonanza 204 Lima Echo. See you later. Oh my god. That's the best. This is the best part. I love it. It feels just like the real. It just feels like the real thing. Like, that's exactly how it is at John Wayne. Like, it's just a bunch of dorks playing around. It's so funny. All right, let's log off PilotEdge. Well, let's get this thing shut down first. We'll do it all the proper